So we have Neptune going into Aries, which has not have happened in 165 years. One more time, yo. This is some big stuff going on here. Like, I will show you the signs and the stars in the heavens, and these are the stars in the heavens. Whoa. Okay, so welcome in. Welcome in. And I'm not going to do a reading tonight, but I am doing a reading. Oh my God, yeah. I've been put like kind of pushing it aside, like not yet, not yet, not yet. Like, and now I'm getting like, go, baby, go. So on March 30th, Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, and spirituality and creativity, moves into Aries for the first time in 165 years. Neptune's move creates ripples in the collective consciousness and sets up a new generational cycle to work with. That's huge. And we're having a solar eclipse as well. I don't know what, let me look up that too. I'm not sure what day that's on. Let me look at that. I just wanted to come on real live and post this super quick like a bunny. Solar eclipse. This is a big deal. Like, we also have a Passover before Easter. These are serious signs that are happening in the heavens. And that's profound for Passover to be before Easter. That's never happened. All right, solar eclipse. So Aries, y'all are going to be feeling this one. You don't have to be out. Everyone's got everything in the chat, but basically those are sun, moon, rising, and Venus. You're going to feel this. Yes, you are. And Neptune, I was called it Neptune's net for a reason. Solar eclipse in Aries, 2025. April is clearly begins setting. So that's the warrior. If you don't know, I mean, I'm sure you do know, but the Aries is the warrior. It's the first warrior on the wheel. Not Capricorn, it's Aries. Let's see, solar lunar eclipse. Let me just see. Big fire transformation. We're going to have a lot of solar flares. Okay, yeah. Solar flares. March 29th. In the early degrees of Aries and will conjunct in the north. Hold on a second. Let me look this up real quick. This is big, huge, big. Like something, I was just saying earlier in the live, a lot of us have been feeling like, oh, something big is coming. And I was like, no, it's here. It's here. So the sun leaves Pisces, we already know that, and enters Aries, marking the beginning of the new astrological year and igniting the fire transformation. And I've been feeling like I've been picking up a lot of out of the Gregorian calendar. Like, it's almost like, call it Ostara, Gaia, Pachamama, kicking the Gregorian calendar out. Because, this false template, clearly you're aware that they want you to believe that New Year's is January. And we all know it's not. It's now. Like, we're in it now. We're actually in the new year. The equinox. This is a powerful equinox. So the start of Aries season coincides with the equinox, moment of rare balance between light and dark, and calls us to cultivate balance within ourselves. I just want to read. I wanted to find out more about, the eclipse. Eclipse season is not over yet. In just a few days, we'll experience the final eclipse in Aries until 2032. Whoa. The new moon, partial solar eclipse taking place on March 29th, happens in the early degrees of Aries and will conjunct with the North Node in the late degrees of Pisces. That's important. Again, and Passover being before Easter is very important, which goes along with wormwood, with the Messiah and the Messiah, Christ, the Christ consciousness as well. This event can be seen as a threshold between the old and the new, and it will accelerate the pace of our evolution, pushing us toward uncharted territory. So if you're looping out of things, allow it to loop. Allow it to leave. All right. Allow it to. I mean, you use your own discernment in your own life, clearly, but allow it to leave. Like if something is showing you it doesn't belong, it doesn't belong, it doesn't belong. You know, this is a serious time because right now you don't want any people, places, and things holding you back. You all have come so far on your journey, and if you got darkness holding you back, you're I don't know. I can only speak for me. I'm not here to let anything hold me back anymore. There's no way anything of low vibration is ever going to hold me back ever again on my journey. I've allowed that. Just not. This isn't the time to be kind and not meaning don't be kind and nice, but like darkness takes advantage of your kindness and your decency, and it tries to pull you back into old loops. We're not here to repeat old loops. You've done, and many have done so much work to cycle out of this old shit, right? It's time to push through that. Anyone, any people, places, and things is trying to hold you back. You must, let go. Let it go. Trust. Trust. Release. Like it's a big release. Or you may not, or you'll be looping back around again until 2032. Good luck to you. In the event, it's a threshold. The new moon solar eclipse in Aries opens a portal to the new reality. This is a gateway of transformation, a powerful new beginning that brings a surge of momentum and a wave of renewal, along with being in Neptune. Neptune's powerful. All right, a lot of ocean stuff, a lot of oceanic storms I'm getting. Poseidon. It is a potent time to take a new path, make radical change, and align our actions with a new true desire. The solar eclipse in Aries asks us to shed out, as I was saying, shed out outdated identities and walk through the ashes of who we were and emerge renewed, fully stepping into who we are becoming. The full moon in Libra taking place on April 12th brings the completion of the 6-month cycle that started with the new moon solar eclipse in Libra that occurred on October 2nd, 2024. I keep getting that huge, and I'm not talking just your astrological sign, I'm talking the true Ma'at scales, the scales of Ma'at. You got to be balanced. You got to be balanced, or you're going to be imbalanced. It's a lot of inner work, and you can. Listen, I hear people be like, "I've been healing my shit. I've been healing my shit," and they haven't. They haven't at all. Because their behavior's still the same. This is for those who are really doing the healing, and you're really doing the work, and you're not behaving the same old way that than yesterday kind of deal. This is for those who are truly walking the walk and not just talking a good talk. Despite not being an eclipse, a full moon will powerfully be felt as it will exactly opposing Chiron in Aries, conjunct with the sun to the degree. This is to shed out what just no longer belongs in your life. For real, what doesn't align with you, what isn't for your highest good. Okay, so Sun and Moon will also square Mars in Cancer as well as Pluto in Aquarius, which adds more layers of complexity, intensity to this event. The fire of transformation, the holy fire, the holy fire, the holy fire, right? Mars and Pluto will be in opposition, for the entirety of Aries season 2025. And this is very significant since Mars is the ruler of Aries. The red planet is now direct in the late degree of Cancer and is gathering speed to prepare to face Pluto in the early degrees of Aquarius for the third time. So with Pluto and Mars, Pluto will shed things out of your life whether you want him to or not, because it doesn't belong there. All right, it's something of a low vibration, doesn't belong in your life anymore, and it's like a tower moment, right? Mars and Pluto. Mars is all about war. All right, Pluto is to remove the war, or you can also oppose it. You have free will. You choose. On April 18th, Mars enters Leo, and the Mars-Pluto opposition goes exact on April 26th. Mars and Pluto already oppose each other twice. The first time they align, it was the signs of Cancer and Capricorn on November 3rd, 2024. And on January 3rd, 2025, while Mars was retrograde in Leo, their opposition went exact again. There's going to be a lot of fighting and argument. I can already tell. There's going to be people who if you're clashing, you're going to be clashing, fighting and arguing, because you're not aligned. You're just not aligned. You're just not. When the two planets perfectly align for their final time at the end of April, we will be able to see more clearly the purpose of meaning. So that's like hermit mode, soul searching, Two of Swords energy, deep soul searching, self love over outer love. And that doesn't mean just self love over outer love. A lot of deep, deep, deep soul searching, figuring your own thing out for you. To align with the natural cycles and energies, this Aries season and equinox, we invite you to there's a worksheet anyway. I just wanted to read more of that. So on January 3rd, 25, while Mars was in retrograde in Leo, the oppositions went exact again. That's what I was picking up on. Fighting, battling. A lot of people argue with a lot of this stuff because you got to figure out your own stuff. I'm just going to leave it at that. So I will be doing a reading because this is deeper than even what I'm reading right now. This is deep. I need to meditate. I need to pray on this. I need to really go within because it has to do with Neptune. That's a big deal with Neptune going into Aries like that. That's a really big deal. It's a new creation. It's a new cycle. It's a fresh pathway, releasing the old, right? It's a new chapter, releasing the old, especially for the light workers who are truly, truly ready for their next soul growth mission. I'm going to end with that. I will be doing a reading. Not tonight, but I definitely will be doing a reading on this. It's Civil War. I've been talking about the Civil War, the Civil Rising. Whoa. Neptune and Aries, the Civil War, the Civil Rising. My folks know this. I've been talking about this for I don't even know, 6-7 months now. But I keep feeling this, maybe even longer. The Civil Rising, right? It's a civil rising with our soul. Rage against the air quote machine. Releasing what no longer aligns with you anymore, that you will not tolerate, right? Your boundaries as well. It's and then I was getting a lot of crowds standing up for their rights, right? Standing up for your rights. Protect your kids. Stand up for your kids' rights. Advocate for your children. Advocate for your children. You know who you are. Squawking about how you advocate for yourself. How about advocate for your children? Advocate for your children. Protect your children at all costs at this time. Keep your kids safe. If anyone is treating them less than, that is their problem, not your child's problem. Big message going through with that. Big message. Protect your kids. If someone doesn't know how to handle your kids, that's not your child's problem. And that is not love. That is not love. That actually came through in a message today. I was like, wow. There's always divine, everything's divine timing. I was like, wow. And it was a divine masculine, talking about how, those who are really doing the work and truly loving yourself through things, you are not going to align with people who talk down to you, who yell at your children, who swear at your children, who swear at you. That's not love. That's not love at all. That's someone that is dark and doesn't love you, and that is really weird that there are a lot of women and men too that think that that is love. That's not someone that loves you. That's not someone that's patient with you. That's someone that has no respect for you and has no respect for your kids at all. And why would you want someone like that around you? That's what this energy is talking about. This is powerful energy. The divine will always step in. Tower moments always happen. Yes, free will is clearly a role, but it's time to start, I hear, again, I'm not trying to nitpick here, but you can't sit here and say you're healing and then you're living the same crap every day and you really haven't healed a thing. Because if you're accepting behavior like that, you haven't healed a thing. Or maybe you've healed a little bit, but that's not healing. That's accepting really bad behavior, low vibrational behavior. And, the children have come through this world, especially the past 10 years. They have come from higher realms to be here at this time. These children are very special. They are very divine, and they came from heaven to be here at this time. And you'll know it because you'll always have darkness trying to target them. And remember, it's like a sword of chocolates. It comes in all different shapes and sizes. Abuse isn't just one way. Abuse is in many different shapes and sizes. Narcissism is in many different shapes and sizes. And I've just witnessed it one too many times, and then listening to people say how they've healed. No, you haven't healed if you're letting someone talk to your kids like that. You haven't. Sorry, you haven't. Not trying to be a jerk, but you haven't. This is the level of energy. Walk the walk. Stop talking the talk. This is time. You're a light worker here. You're an indigo child. You're a star seed. It's time to honor who you truly are. And why would you ever want to be with anyone that treats you or your children less than? One to grow on. I will be doing a reading tomorrow on this stuff, though. Have you? Hi. Hi, thanks for being here. It's a lot of that shifting. It's a lot of shifting going on. And it is. It's churning up a lot. It's churning up old ways of, it's shutting out a lot of old that needs to go. I suggest doing writing. Writing is really important of if you're feeling frustrated, write. Write it out. Why you're frustrated. How are you feeling? Keep writing until you can't write anymore. Keep getting, so you want it out of you. You really do. You want to pull that out of you. I understand where you're coming from. You want to pull that out of you. You want to write everything down. Keep writing and writing and writing and writing, right? And pray on it and ask for peace or meditate, however, whatever your mantras are. Like, you want to go within and find peace within. You don't want anyone to rock your peace because they're out there. They're out there because of this time shift. This is a timeline shift. This is for those who really have done a lot of work on themselves to step into their power in grace, right? Power isn't ego. Power is grace. Power is softness, kindness, not being a doormat, boundaries. And there's a lot of heavy energy here too. They opened up a lot of dark portals because they understand the level of light rising. So there's a lot of oppressive energy here. That blood moon was very irritable moon. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of combative energy. There might be a lot of, if you're in a relationship, or you don't have to be in it or whatever, just you're going to notice people arguing more. It's for a reason, to show you. Like if you're in a relationship and you're arguing more, it's to show you, like, ask yourself, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not saying people can't argue. I'm talking arguing. You're not aligning. You're combating. You're bumping up against each other. It's because it's for whatever your soul growth. You know what I mean? Everybody's different on different paths here, but collectively, and with this energy, with the blood moon, it's a shedding of, it's like a woman shedding. The woman is shedding to either she can give birth or she's either fertile to give birth, or you're just going to shed that out. It's like that. It's that kind of energy. And it's the holy fire rising. That's why the solar bursts are happening more. The holy fire, the holy fire. So you want to work through that anger. It's a lot of heavy, dark energy screwing with us, to just put it bluntly, and it is. And it's just a lot of discipline with yourself and whatever you've been doing to help you get through that kind of energy, and try not to respond. You know what I mean? Try not to give into it. Try not to be combative, unless it's defending yourself clearly, because that energy almost wins. It pulls you into a lower vibration that I'm sensing you've really been working hard to come out of, right? All of us are. Ultimately, that's what ascension is, coming out of a lower timeline or a lower vibration. And these irritabilities want to pull you back in, and do it or don't. You know what I'm saying? But the writing helps. Dreams are crazy. We're in Neptune's energy, and just 'cause it doesn't start it's already started, and it really has. All this energy is already started. It's a convoluted energy. It's a lot of trust going within. It's a lot of going within and staying in your own soul light energy, out of this world. You are in this world. We are not of this world. And we have to be careful how much matter pulls us back into this world where you've worked so hard to pull yourself out of this world, right? To be one and center within yourself. And I'm not like, oh, fa la 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 la, like everything's skippity doo dah. Like, no, it takes a lot of work. It really does. Because this energy is oppressive, very much oppressive. And it's not fantasy land. It's real hard work. It's hard work. And the more light you choose to be in, the more you may come up against combative energy because of the work you've done on yourself, if that makes sense. And again, you protect your kids. You got to protect your babies right now. Darkness is slithering in many divine feminine and masculines' lives right now. Coming in like they're light, coming in like they're your buddy, and then they show you who you are, who they are. Don't be so blinded by, I'm in love, I'm in love. Don't be blinded by that. You have to pay attention to what people are doing and how they are behaving. They are showing you who they are, especially right now with the energies that are taking place. It's a reveal. You're going to be either this person is going to blind you and you're just going to, it's going to get worse, and it will. Or you could be totally in love and it's a real, then this isn't for you. It's for those who are being blinded. They're showing you who they are. Dribs and drabs, and sometimes it's falling right out of their mouth. Don't take this the wrong way, people out there. Don't be so hot up to be in a dang relationship that you're willing to accept whatever at whatever cost. No man or woman is worth that, especially when you have kids. Kids always come first. And don't be one of those people that say, my kids come first, and then you let someone treat your kids like crap. Then your kids don't come first. That person comes first. Just food for thought there. But you all do what you want. You're responsible for your own lives. I'm not. And you all have a beautiful, blessed night. And I will be on tomorrow, which will be the 20th. I will be doing a reading. I'm definitely going to be doing a reading with this energy. This is a powerful energy. I'm probably going to do a few different kinds of readings with many different decks I have. It's kind of been tapping me on the shoulder, so there's a lot of messages been coming through, and the dreams have been crazy. Those are warnings. Peace, love, and light. Have a good night. Remember, you are the divine spark. There is no separation. It's just this world that wants you to feel separated from. Peace.